Hi, this is Stephen Johnson, and I'm one of the editors here at WordPress and today we're installing WordPress at HostGator using the standard WordPress install method. This installation method takes a little bit longer, a few extra steps, but you get a much better understanding of how WordPress works. So let's go ahead and get started. Before you begin, you'll need a HostGator account, which goes without saying. Once you've signed up for this account, you'll be supplied with a cPanel username and password. The last thing you need to have done before you install WordPress is configure your DNS. This just means you need your domain name pointed towards the HostGator servers. If you're not sure how to do this, HostGator tech support will be more than happy to walk you through this. Step 1. Download WordPress from WordPress.org. Go to WordPress.org/download and look for the latest version of WordPress. At the time of this recording, the most recent version is WordPress 3.2.1. You should download and install the most recent version. Step 2, go to HostGator cPanel. You want to go to your domain name /cPanel and then enter in the HostGator supplied username and password. Once you've entered this, click Login. Step 3, launch File Manager. Now that you are inside of the HostGator cPanel, scroll down till you see the File section, look for the File Manager icon, and click this to launch the File Manager. Step 4, use File Manager to upload the WordPress package. Now that we're in the File Manager, you want to verify that you're in the public HTML folder, then click Upload. An upload window will pop out. In this upload window, click Choose File or Browse, and then select the WordPress install package. It was the zip file that we downloaded earlier, and then click Open. Now we're back in the File Manager, and we want to highlight the uploaded package and then click Extract. Once you've done this, you want to double-click your newly created WordPress folder. Optionally, you can upload all of these files via FTP, but this is outside of the scope of this tutorial. Step 5, move the files to the root directory. Click Select All while in the WordPress directory, then click Move File. You will now see a pop-up screen. In this pop-up screen, delete the word WordPress after public HTML and click Move Files. This will move these files into the top-level directory. Step 6, launch the MySQL database configuration. Now back in the HostGator cPanel, scroll down to the database section, look for the MySQL database icon, and click on it. Step 7, create the MySQL database and user. Now we're in the MySQL section. First you want to enter the name of your new database. Enter that in at the top. Now we want to create a new user by entering the username in the MySQL user section. You'll also want to add the password to this section. Once you've done that, you'll click Create User. And the final step is to add the user to the database. You want the drop-down menu to select the correct user, and then select the correct database, and then select Add. You will then be asked what sort of privileges to give this user. You want to give the user all privileges, and then click Make Changes. Step 8, start the WordPress install. Now that we have all the behind-the-scenes stuff done, let's go to your domain /wp-admin/install.php. You also may be able to just type in your domain name and then be routed to this correct file. Anyway, once you're there, you want to click Create Configuration File. Step 9, gather your database information. Now that you have the database info from the previous step written down where you can easily access it, click Let's Go. Step 10, enter the database information. Now you want to enter in the database name, username, and password. For the next two fields, the database host and table prefix, you want to leave these alone unless you have a specific reason for changing this. Once you have all this information entered in, click Submit. Step 11, run the install. So now we are at the install screen, so click Run the Install. Step 12, configure your WordPress site settings. Here we want to enter in the site title, which will be 2 or 3 words describing your site, then the username for your administrator. In our example, we used admin, but you may use a username more specific to either yourself or your site, and then enter in the password that goes along with your WordPress administrator. And finally, you'll enter in your email address that goes along with this account. And this should be an easily accessible email account. All of the site updates as well as new comment postings will be emailed to this address, so you want to make sure that you have easy access to it. And then the last section is if you want your site to be indexed by Google, so decide there. And then finally, once you have all this information in, click Install WordPress. Step 13, WordPress installation is complete. Congratulations, you now have your WordPress blog installed, so let's go ahead and click Log In. Step 14, log into WordPress. You can get to the screen by going to yourdomain/wp-admin, or you will be redirected to it from the prior step. Here you want to enter in your username and password for the WordPress administrator account that we created prior. And once you go ahead and have that entered in, click Log In. Step 15, WordPress administrator interface. Now that you've logged in, you are now in the back end of your WordPress site where you can add new posts, create categories, change themes, add plugins, all the stuff that you want to do to make your blog your own. So congratulations, you are ready to start blogging.
Alright, so that's how you install WordPress at HostGator using the standard installation method. If you found this video helpful, please like it here at YouTube and share it with your friends. In addition, once you have some experience with both WordPress and HostGator, we would appreciate you leaving a review at wphostingreviews.com. It helps the site and helps others learn what the best hosting company is. So thanks and good luck.